G'day Jaffa Adventurers, Terry King here. Welcome to the channel. Now I've done a lot of big mods on the Cruiser, and quite a few of those I've detailed in some videos which you may have watched. But there's a few things that I've got going on here that are niggling little issues, and stuff that I've just lived with because they haven't been a big enough drama for me, but now it's time to address it. And the first thing on my list of niggling issues is the cabling for my fridge. So the issue that I've got with my cabling is twofold, and it all stems from the fact that it's located here in front of the fridge itself. So when I close the tailgate, sometimes that cable gets caught up and actually squashes between the seal and the tailgate. So that's issue number one for me. The second issue that I've got with that is when I open up the fridge and slide it out, that cable sometimes gets hooked around this latch and it actually goes taut on me. So the solution that I'm going to trial are these cable tracks. I picked this sucker up off of eBay. I think it cost me about 10 bucks maybe. I've seen these in use before, but I've never actually used one myself. So I'm going to try and install this underneath the fridge slide itself. And the idea is I'll relocate this plug facing rearwards, run that cable underneath the slide to the back of the fridge so I don't have anything fouling up here at the front. And to do that, I'm going to use this cable tray. So let's pull this sucker apart and get stuck into this. So the first thing we'll do is get rid of this cable. That's the stupidest design, by the way, on these Waco CF80s. That plug comes out on an angle to the right and it actually fouls with the side of the fridge. Why they wouldn't have brought that out to the left, where it's got complete clearance, beyond me. Okay, we'll undo our fridge straps, and there's 4 of them, 2 up front, and 2 out the back. And we'll get rid of our fridge. Try not to blow a foo-foo valve in the process. And here's what we're left with. Now, if we take that cable tray, pop him on his side, lots of clearance underneath the fridge slide, so it's not going to foul with the fridge slide. That's a bonus. Now, I've decided to replace my old crappy cable with a brand new 8mm cable. Now to do that, I've got to put an Anderson plug on one end, and I've got to solder the original Waco plug on the other end. It can be a little bit fiddly when you're dealing with this really heavy gauge cable, but the reason I've gone with this 8mm is just to limit voltage drop, because my batteries are up in the front and the fridge is all the way in the back. So I've got the wire fed up through the guts of the cable tray, or the cable track I guess it's called. Now I've got to affix the wire on the back end so that it doesn't move. So when the drawers open and close, that allows the cable track to fold in on itself. I think. I've never used these before, so this is a little bit of an experiment. So to hold our cable in place at the back, I've got these little clips with double-sided tape on them. So I'll stick them on the back, and then I'll run these 2 wood screws, very shallow wood screws, through it as well, just as a little bit of extra insurance to hold that cable on there. And then of course the cable just zip ties into that little holder. So I've got an idea on how to anchor this bad boy. Just fold that up that way and put the cable so it skips that first link. Then I can just run a screw down through there into the bottom of the drawer. Cable track is now laid out. It's affixed into the back corner. Now I just need to anchor the cable onto the bottom of this fridge slide, and that'll allow that to collapse properly. So that's the next step. I got really short screws so they don't punch up through the bottom of this floor area. We have a look inside the slide. The cable track's doing its job. Awesome. Awesome.
Now I just need to affix one final clip on the edge of the fridge slide tray, and we've got our job completed.
And there we have it. There's the finished product. No cable binding. No pain in the ass cables in my road. Love it. It's one of those jobs you ask yourself, why didn't I do this 10 years ago? Well, that's it. Install done. And that took all of probably 15 minutes. Probably took double that amount of time because I was filming. Hopefully you got some ideas out of this. Maybe you want to do this to your car as well. But if nothing else, hopefully it inspires you to get those shitty little jobs done that are annoying you, that you've been sitting on for years. And I have been sitting on this one quite literally for years. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you in the next video when we do another one of these little shitty jobs. Keep the shiny side up, everybody. Have a good one. Bye now.